This is an exclusive excerpt from the Stuph File Program with Peter Anthony Holder.
Mike Jack has the distinction of officially setting not one, but 2 Guinness World Records on the same day. First, he downed a record amount of sriracha hot sauce in a record amount of time. Then he also had the fastest time to drink a Capri Sun with a paper straw. Mike joins us via Zoom from London, Ontario. Hi, Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
Just tickety-boo. Thanks for being on the program with us. You know, I've had the opportunity to talk to several Guinness World Record holders over the years, and in a lot of the cases, my first question is just a simple, why?
I don't know. Why not, right? It's setting Guinness World Records. I've been, I was loving those books when I was a kid, and it's just really surreal just being in them now.
But in particular, why these particular records? First of all, were these records that you broke or records that you created?
They're actually brand new records. The one for hot sauce, I've have a lot of Guinness World Records for eating really spicy stuff, peppers and hot sauce and stuff like that. There was a record already for most hot sauce eaten in 1 minute. I attempted that one and beat it, and I was like, let's up the game. Let's do it most hot sauce eaten in 3 minutes. So we did that one. The Capri Sun one was actually one that Guinness had recommended. They had put it together. Guinness World Records did. They had one that went viral before, the Capri Sun with the plastic straw, but it's a lot harder with the new paper straws that they have. So they wanted me to give that one a try, and I ended up setting the limit that they had set.
Now, with the hot sauce, it's hot sauce. So I'm just guessing, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm guessing that you did the sriracha one first, and then the Capri Sun was easy because you had hot sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, the hot sauce that I used, it was actually it was really high in sodium, to be honest. So I was pretty dehydrated after. So that Capri Sun record, I think there's 8 Capri Sun pouches in the box. I ended up breaking the record on my 7th pouch. So I got quite a few in to help me out after that hot sauce, and then I just drank the last one just for fun too.
Now, I've read some stories about you, read some stories about the success that you've had, and one of the questions that always comes up, and so that's my next question, is I find it interesting that you have not had the after effect of downing all this hot sauce, say either a day or 24 hours later. How is that with you?
Yeah, for sure. I don't really have an explanation for it, but there are side effects that I feel from eating spicy stuff, but I've never had a burn butt before. I've never experienced that. At first, I thought people were joking when they were like, "Oh, that must really, burn your butt like after and whatever." And but now I realize it's a real thing that people get, but I've never experienced that. Maybe if I did, I wouldn't do the crazy stuff that I do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I guess it's a genetic mutation. I'm just waiting for my call from the X-Men. They might need that superpower to save the world someday.
Johnny Cash's The Ring of Fire.
Yeah.
I guess you have a natural affinity for hot sauce. I mean, it's not just something you decided, I'm going to be in the Guinness World Records for this. I am assuming you like hot sauce.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely like hot sauce. Put it on everything. I've been into hot sauce for over 20 years now. When I started, I was really just into basic hot sauces, kind of milder ones and stuff like that. Like I used to think, Frank's Red Hot or sriracha, that was kind of as hot as I would go when I started out. But yeah, just over time I just built a real tolerance to it, just eating hotter and hotter sauces. So yeah, now I can eat Carolina Reaper hot sauce like most people use ketchup. So
explain the contest itself, because it's not like you are drinking the hot sauce out of the bottle. You put it in a bowl and you have to use a spoon. Explain that. And I also understand they have to weigh the bowl before and after, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. The record, it goes by weight. So yeah, they weigh it before and after. Fill it up with the hot sauce, and yeah, Guinness for Guinness World Records, for all their records titles, they have very specific rules and stuff like that. So there is a record for drinking hot sauce. You have to use a straw, but this particular one, it was for eating hot sauce. So it's like they put it in a bowl, and you have to use a like a teaspoon as well. So I couldn't use, a really big spoon to try to get as much in my mouth. It's got to be just a little teaspoon as well.
So the total was, I believe, more than 300 grams in 3 minutes, correct?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was 1.123 kilos for the 3 minute one for sure.
And you had to use this spoon. You couldn't just put the bowl to your lips and drink it. So there were definite rules that had to be involved. And I understand, and I've seen some video, your wife is very, very important to you doing this, and she's cheering you on.
Yeah, for sure. My wife, Jamie, she's my coach. She's kind of helping me get through it, keeping me going. In the early days, she helped out a lot, with the really hot stuff. It plays with your mind and makes you want to quit, right? So Jamie was there just, reminding me of my goals when I'm, partway through a challenge and just making me push through in that. And we actually have a Guinness World Record together, actually, it's for longest habanero kiss. So during that one, we each ate a habanero, put our lips together, and we kept our lips together for 15 minutes because we had been married for almost 15 years when we did the record.
Now that's amazing. How much practice did you have to do in order to do the record? Because you say your wife's your coach. So did you do this several times before you had to officially do it in front of the Guinness people?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like most, a lot of meals that I eat, my wife keeps me focused, reminds me I should try to eat them as quick as I can, especially when it's something similar to the record I was going to be doing there. Usually she helps me practice more with the pepper records. Usually, it's about like 3 times a week. I'll just get a bunch of peppers, not necessarily like the hottest ones I could find, but just anything that's around, and try to eat them as fast as I can. And she times me and tries to get me to, break my times and stuff like that. So yeah, she helps me out a lot for sure.
You also have a social media presence. You have a YouTube page. What kinds of things do you offer up on your YouTube page?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Mike Jack Eats Eat. On there, I post a video every day. Sometimes it's something very recent. Sometimes it's something I've done, over the years that I've been doing this. And yeah, it's a lot of pepper eating, breaking records, competitions. There's some other kinds of competitive eating stuff like that. So it's pretty fun. What
is your day job, dare I ask?
Actually, I'm doing this full time now for just over a year. Before that, I worked in couple different factory settings for about 10 years before that. Yeah, but now I'm doing this full time. I'm, doing the YouTube thing. I have my own line of hot sauce that I'm selling as well. MikeJackEatsEat.com and a few specialty hot sauce shops here and there, local farmers markets, stuff like that.
When you became the Guinness World Record holder, I mean, obviously you had a certain presence before because of social media, but how did the Guinness situation explode your popularity, if at all, not just locally, but beyond our shores?
It's a great credential to have, being a Guinness World Record holder. It's helped me out with social media in some parts. A lot of my social media has just grown naturally, though. I've got, a few videos on Facebook and YouTube with, a couple million views and stuff like that now. I go to a lot of events to break records, and just telling people that I have Guinness World Records makes them want me to come to their festivals and, break more records and stuff like that. So yeah, it's done, being a Guinness World Record holder has done amazing things for my pepper eating career for sure.
And again, just hearing the term pepper eating career, it's amazing. Was there any trepidation at all when you decided, again, quit your day job and this is going to be what you're doing full time? Was there any hesitation at all?
There was a lot of hesitation, to be honest. I've been doing the pepper eating thing for 7 years now. So, I wanted to make sure that, that I grew a good base and had something to, fall back on when it was time to, leave my kind of full-time job sort of thing. So I talked to some other people who really helped me get there. There's a competitive eater, Leah Shutkever, who I talked to last year when I did broke some records at Guinness headquarters. She was there with me as well. And I know she does her competitive eating stuff full time, and just talking to her, she was like, you've got these records, you're like the world champ of pepper eating. Like, you should be able to just go and do this full time on, make a living off of, Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that. So she really helped. And I had another friend who kind of went out on his own, became like a manager for some bands and stuff like that. And he told me about how he felt when he left his kind of safety net job and went full time with his music stuff. And just listening to some of the stories like that really helped me take the leap. And in my first year doing it, it's going pretty well so far. I can kind of see it growing, and I'm pretty happy with my decision to go full time with it.
Well, besides the two people you just mentioned, I mean, obviously your wife is on board. She is your coach. But when you first broached the idea that this is what you were going to do full time, did any of your family or friends say, "Whoa, wait a minute," or did they just simply say, "Well, that's Mike"?
Yeah, I guess they kind of said, "Yeah, that's Mike. That's his thing." Like, yeah, I think everybody was really supportive and pretty excited for me and stuff like that. Yeah, my wife especially. When we started out, like, she was, when I started doing the pepper stuff, she was, a little worried about me. She wasn't really too sure about the safety of it all and stuff like that. But we did a lot of reading up and everything, together, and realized, it's not really, comparatively speaking, it's not really that dangerous a thing. Like, eating the spicy stuff, it hurts a lot, but doesn't really cause physical, damage or anything like that, as long as you're not doing, as long as you're doing it right and everything. So, yeah, like, since then she's been, just really supportive. Her family, especially her mom and dad are really supportive as well. They've gone to a lot of events and stuff like that I've done. And yeah, it's been, I got some good support behind me for sure.
Now that you have these two Guinness records, what's next up for you? Do you have any other goals that you want to reach?
Oh yeah, for sure. I guess one thing I'd really like to do is, it's been just over a year now that Pepper X has been named the world's hottest pepper from Guinness World Records. And right now, you can't get it. It's still, it's kind of, being held up by the creator there. He's trying to get all his ducks in a row before he releases it to the public. And once that, is released, I'd really like to do some Guinness records with that, with the new world's hottest pepper for sure.
Well, good luck to you. You're a better man than I. I'll say that right now. And congratulations on all that you're doing. Thank you very much, Mike, for taking the time to be on the program with us.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for having me on your show.
Guinness World Record holder Mike Jack. You can go to our website at thestuffile.com, check out the show number for this program, which is show number 0795, and you'll find the link to Mike's site.
You've just heard an exclusive excerpt from the Stuph File Program with Peter Anthony Holder. To hear any or all of the full hour-long shows, visit thestuffile.com. Stuff is spelled S-T-U-P-H. That's thestuffile.com. A presentation of Flying Fish Communications.